Oh, there it is.
Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we'll be doing a full breakdown on Samurai's job changes
play
and
Monk.
additions coming in Endwalker. With that, let's get started. So like many other jobs in Endwalker, the general gist of what you want to do on Samurai is largely the same. Keep Higanbana up, hit Madaris and Tsubames, and generate Kenki for burst windows or Shinten spam and single target. However,
Okay.
some changes they received will adjust the way this plays out during burst windows, and also should help with streamlining some of the more finicky things about Samurai from the previous expansion. The most important thing for Samurai's existing skills is the addition of a new effect for Mekkyo Shisui. When under the effect of Mekkyo Shisui, Gecko and Kasha will now apply their respective second part combo buffs.
This is
meaning
huge.
you can skip reapplying them when using Mekkyo.
Yeah,
Wish
this
I'd
is really
remembered
good.
that in my recording, but hey, I'm telling you now. This should make your opener and reopener a lot smoother and more intuitive.
Yeah.
Then there are some other noticeable changes. For one, Third Eye no longer grants the Open Eyes effect. Instead, it just rewards 10 Kenki, so definitely remember to use this.
That is exactly what some ability should be. That is what life search should be. Right? That is what Aurora should be. That is what TBN and that new 10% damage reduction should be. They should be just either combined or just don't make it overcomplicated or make it redundant, just pressing one more button for the sake of pressing one more button, right? Third Eye has always been, you press one button to press another button, right? So just doing this, I think is better. Like, some people will say, right, man, I miss Seigan. You don't. Seigan is troublesome. Whenever you pop a third eye, you have to press Seigan. I think it's troublesome. That is two buttons on your hotbar, right? I think it's troublesome. Now, make it simple. You press it, it mitigates it. You just get 10 Kenki. You know what? Then use that 10 Kenki and do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean?
Anytime you're taking unavoidable damage on Samurai, you'll want
Like,
all
it
those
should be
extra
like that,
resources.
right?
Also,
Skills
the
should be
Merciful
like that.
Eyes and Hisatsu Seigen abilities are no longer in the game. A bit of a hit to self-sustain, but it does streamline the use of Third Eye a bit. Another really important one, Samurai's AoE finishers now all grant the Samurai's Fuka and Fugetsu buffs, which are this expansion's renamed versions of the buffs you get from Shifu and Jinpu, instead of
Okay.
just extending them. On dungeons, you won't be using your single target buffs first
Nice,
before
nice.
AoEing, just
Yeah,
flow
that's
right
good.
into your AoE on those big packs of mobs. Some other changes we can rattle off. Gurren now has fall-off damage in Endwalker. Good thing the rest of your AoE should be quite strong in its place. Shoha's meditation stacks no longer generate from Tsubamegeshi, but it is generated from another new skill, so you'll still have 3
Oh, okay. Yeah. When we get to that new skill, we'll find out. Okay.
ways of building stacks. Finally, Ikishoten had its cooldown doubled, all the way up to 120 seconds. It seems they primarily want it to line up with Gurren or Sene, but it does also have a new use at level 90 as well. Okay, now that we're through with the majority of the changes for the lower levels, what does Samurai get from 80 all the way up to 90? Well, let's start at level 82, where they get an AoE version of Shoha to use their meditation stacks on. Just a good alternative for dungeons when you want to do a bit more damage. What is it called? Shoha 2. Yeah, they really called it that.
Okay. So Shoha 1 is single target, Shoha 2 is AoE. Nice.
At level 84, the Samurai gets a second charge of Tsubamegeshi. Now in the
What? Fuck, man! Are they serious?
opener, this should mean double the Madares on single target and double the Gokens in AoE packs. But after that, its charge time is the same, so you shouldn't just be getting double after.
Wait. Okay. It's not back to back. It's to repeat, and then you have to do a Laijutsu again, then you repeat. Okay, that's fine. I thought you can do Midare, Gaeshi to Gaeshi. That would be broken.
AoE packs. But after that, its charge time is
Okay, this is good. This basically make I now that I recall, I think Yoshi Pio's already say this in live letter already. This eliminates filler, right? This basically encourages. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure there's still gonna be a rotation that you want to fully optimize them. But at least this one makes it freestyleable, right?
the same, so you shouldn't just be getting double after that initial burst.
Yeah,
The big
that's
thing
better.
is that this should prevent overcapping on boss downtimes if they happen to line up with 60-second reopeners. And if you happen to make a mistake and certain things fall out of alignment because of different boss timings or just your own mistakes, it should give you some leeway to make errors without feeling like the ability is drifting super hard.
Yeah.
At level 86, Samurai gets a third AoE combo finisher off of Fuga called Hyosetsu. Its potency is just slightly higher than the other two AoE combo finishers, so it seems
How many samurais here does not have enough space on your hotbar to put your AoEs on? One of the reasons why I don't play samurai in dungeon is because I have no fucking space on my hotbar to put my AoE. My AoE is literally 6, 7, 8, which I have to click. So now having this one more...
seems like you'll just incorporate it in place of one
No, I have an MMO mouse too, and even that I don't have enough space.
of the two buffing AoE finishers between every Goken, alternating which one every time as to make sure to keep buffs up. At level 88, Samurai gets a second charge of Mekyo Shisui. Again, this should really just make the opener a bit more exciting and prevent overcapping if 60-second reopener timings happen to line up with boss downtime. The opener is going to be full Mekyo,
this
though.
definitely makes Samurai
Finally, at level
more
90,
consistent in
Samurais
burst.
get a new
less
trait and
less
skill.
mistake prone.
The trait gives Ikishoten a new effect, causing it to grant the Samurai Ogi Namakiri ready. It still gives you the 50 Kenki as well, this is just added on top of it. Now, once you have this effect, you will be able to use their level 90 capstone skill, Ogi Namakiri. This attack is a two-parter. The first time you use it, it's a lot like using an EI Jutsu. It has a cast time and it does this big AoE hit with some fall-off damage that also grants a stack of meditation. You can then immediately press the button again to activate Keishi Namikiri, which will do a second swing that is the same as a Kaitend Ogi Namikiri. Basically, it's like a built-in Tsubame, but just for this skill. You'll use both of these skills every 2 minutes during buffs ideally. So ignoring the fact that my footage shows me forgetting Mekyo's changes to Gecko and Kasha, the Mekyo and Tsubame changes hopefully streamline the openers and reopeners significantly. Honestly, Tsubame is the thing I hear most samurais complaining about if you have any sort of misalignment with your skills due to boss downtime or any sort of mistakes and whatnot. I imagine that you could do openers that are somewhat similar but adjusted versions of what is done now, and then that's going to depend on the different skill speed tiers. So, I mean, I worked out something. I guess this is what, like a 2.14
Samurai is gonna be so satisfying to play. But again, potency aside, how much it stacks versus the other class, but this looks satisfying to play. Really satisfying to play. All the big hits, all the big... This make me feel like I'm playing Zoro in One Piece. You know what I mean? And I love Zoro. This looks really fun, actually. Very satisfying.
might look like. You get pretty much everything inside of what I think will be the approximate trick attack window going into the next expansion, and that seems to be okay, but I don't know if something like this actually pans out for the rest of the fight. Maybe it's got bad looping, maybe there's a better GCD order that could yield more potency inside of a buff window or something like that.
2-minute job.
So I'm gonna let the samurai mains figure this out. This was just something I tossed together. Don't take it too seriously. I'm not a samurai main myself. And please don't let a Mekyo pre-pull become standard, because if it is, there's going to be 30-second countdowns, and I am so dreading the possibility of that. So samurai mains...
Wait, you can use this off combat? That has to be an oversight. Oh, that was one of the things that Happy asked Miss Yoshi P, right? Why are some of these abilities that can be used, like for example the Reaper one, where you can use it without cast time pre-pull, and then some ability you use and it doesn't cost a charge, but why does Meikyu Shisui takes a stack pre-pull? Yeah, like Mong as well, right?
Please give me the good news and tell me that a Mekyo pre-pull is not the way to go. Because I know you can do it now, but with 2 charges, getting it on cooldown might be more beneficial in certain fights. I don't know.
No.
I'm dreading the thought of it.
Yeah.
Overall, the
no,
changes
please,
should
yeah.
help streamline the job a bit, like I said earlier.
Oversight,
and the AoE
oversight.
changes and new
This
skills
has to
should
be an
make
oversight.
dungeons and raids feel smoother on Samurai. I mean, this is kind of happening across the board with all of the DPS jobs. Heck, even the non-DPS.
Why is it an oversight? Because yet again, the very first thing Yoshi P says is he does not want to stress players out. He want to make it this way so that you got more freedom and it makes it seems quote unquote less boring to play over the course and not stick to 1-2 minute, even though they make most stuff 1-2 minute, but they don't want you to stick to 1-2 minute. And then this type of thing happen, it has to be an oversight, right?
Yes, jobs in the game.
Most likely they'll fix
outside
it.
of
Most
just
likely
a
they'll
few
fix
different
it.
buttons, your single target and AoE rotations still kind of all have the exact same idea behind them. Just a couple of different skills that you execute depending on the situation. For Samurai though, for me the job always felt really fluid, but it felt kind of rigid at the same time. Like it made sense, but there was just not very much room to screw up at all, or everything fell apart.
That's why
and
it's
to
hard.
me, this looks like
It's
it's
a
trying
hard
to help
job.
lower that rigidity.
This job is hard because one miss GCD is over. Dragoon is tedious because of jump lock and over directional and not enough true north. Ninja felt very fluent, but it's only a 1 minute job. And then I don't play Monk. Yeah, and then Reaper now seems to be like all over the place. So you know, all the melee DPS seems like they have a thing of their own.
I interpret that as a buttery smooth experience, but hey, we almost always have some cracks in the
But at the end of the
concrete
day,
when it
I'm
comes
pretty sure in terms of ADPS or DPS, they will somewhat be very close. It's just the style, right? What type of gameplay you like, right? What type of style do you like, you know?
optimally. So I'll reserve full judgment until Endwalker.
Like this, like Samurai is just you play for the oof, that oof factor, you know, like
live. And, you know, when the actual Samurai mains have something more constructive to say about it than I do. Thank you for watching this video talking about the Samurai job changes coming in Endwalker. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and check out the rest of that playlist. There's a lot of videos in there that I worked very hard for. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and until then, take care.
You just need to adjust based on how many GCD you mean. No, it's not that. It's like what happens if you accidentally get the same send, for example, those mistakes, you know, and then phasing. You know what I mean? What if you forget a dot? Like things like that, right? The second charge of Meikyu Shisui and the second charge of Kaeshi definitely helps. 100%. It changes everything. It makes everything just so much easier. More fun, right? More fun, right? Like more visually fun. Makes you more mentally not stressed out. Yeah, that's the common theme, isn't it? And I think yeah, they should do that. They should do that because Endwalker is gonna be the final installment before 7.0, which is a brand new adventure slash and also the interview that I think Reddit have. They was talking about not Reddit, Larry, right? Like moving forward, 7.0 is not gonna moving forward 7.0 and beyond, which is probably the next 10 years. It's not just gonna be a brand new story, right? They're also looking for a chance to do system changes. I would assume maybe also gameplay changes. Why not, right? If you're gonna change everything, why don't you change everything, right? So this expansion, play safe. This expansion got way too many new players than ever. The fact that digital code sold out is insane. So you know they wanna make player less stress, and if you make more mistakes, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. You like obviously if you make mistakes, your damage is gonna be a drop. You always you're gonna pass lower. You're gonna be weaker than people who know how to play the game. But I think this one definitely helps a lot of like new players or you know people like me who are not good enough. You know brain capacity not good enough.